Hello! Serving Camps is on the move, and we are out of Minnesota. We are now in South Dakota, heading towards Rapid City, but there are a few things that we did over the last 2 or 3 weeks that we would really like to show you. So, coming up is them. Thank you.
So we have some friends that live in Forest Lake, and we spent a few days with them, helping them with some projects. Here is Steve power washing their house, getting it ready to paint. And then here is Steve and our friend. They're trying to tip over this big grain trailer so that they can repair the bottom of the trailer. So
I guess the best way of wording it is the box, the floor of the box on the box trailer that he's working on right now, it was all rotten out. And so what we're doing was we're trying to take it off the actual trailer, flip it over so that we can take all the old wood off. Very carefully, as you can see, tipping it over because we didn't want to necessarily break anything other than the wood. Yeah, as I was saying, tipping it over very carefully because we had all the supports on the top side taken off, and all the wood on the bottom side was fairly rotten. That's why we were going to go ahead and take it all apart, and eventually in later pictures when we come to the end you'll see the new wood that's on it. But yeah, we just didn't want to hurt anybody or break anything, so we'll keep this going and just let you see how things go. Okay, so now we've got it down on the ground, and here it is laying on the ground ready for the old wood to be taken off. Here is the actual cart that it'll go back on, and here's a picture of the new wood on the bottom of it. Now, this next one is something that occurs to us sometimes. One truck goes by, another truck's gonna come by, and you're gonna see right after it a white car try and pass us, and you'll see another car opposite coming at us on the shoulder because the white car should have waited. That's something that we often see and get terrified about because we can't go anywhere. So this is going into my nephew's house. He lives up in northern Minnesota, and we were going to visit them for a few days. They have a very nice property up there. So to the left is the spot that we actually backed into, but I went ahead and pulled forward as far as I could in order to back into it. After we got there the next couple days, we went to Discover, Minnesota, which is near their house, and it's up in the Iron Range. So Angie will take the rest.
So he actually works in the iron ore industry, and we were fortunate enough to be able to go up and see some of the museums, you know, the equipment that they use. This is the house for the trolleys. We were on a trolley ride. This is a little village from old time.
These are some of the rooms inside the boarding house. This is one of the houses that they had for workers, a turntable for turning the engines, one of the trucks that they had up there on display. I guess these are boots.
It's a monument of boots inside the museum. And this is one of the mines that we were able to
Go see.
take a look at the big equipment. You really don't have any idea how big the equipment is until you stand up next to it. As you can see down in the middle section on your right, the people.
And this is the open pit area that they were working on. The other thing about it is the fact that all those exhibits are actually smaller in comparison.
And when they're done mining, it turns into a beautiful lake.
Okay, she said I can talk. So that was the transition portion of our July as we went through Minnesota visiting our family and friends. And honestly, that is what this whole thing is about, is relationships with family, relationships with friends, and the camps become our friends and family. And we're hoping that so many of you that watch this are able to take the time to volunteer to serve with the camps or just with other people that you know in order to continue the relationships and to help other people. That's what God wants us to do. So that's the end of this episode. And
like us, subscribe, and share us with your friends.
Please. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.